Very good morning to one and all. I welcome back you once again to my YouTube video to show you the invisible picture of India's contaminated water. If I talk about Punjab, when a farmer lowers his back to lift the water from a well that has sustained his family for many generations or many years or the decades, but now this water looks very clear when we see it from our natural eye, but tests reveal very different story. This water is having the uranium very high from maximum permissible limit. Not only the uranium, but it is also filled with fluoride, arsenic and several other harmful materials. And this is not just a story of Punjab, but the story of whole India. If we consider the health crisis because of it, the villages nearby such well or such water bodies are affected with the skeleton diseases. Children are suffering because of lot of diseases into their body. Meanwhile, the families spend their earning into the hospital visits. If we consider India, what is basically the biggest expenditures of Indian households, especially of the middle class, and these expenditures related to three sectors, and these are health, housing and education of the children. Meanwhile, what they are earning, if they're spending maximum of their earnings into these health issues, so this is not just an public health tragedy, but this is also an economic burden of India. The World Bank report says that the $80 billion of India is getting drained out every year because of the health crisis that is from the contaminated water or soil. And if I highlight the annual groundwater report of 2024, which report says that the recent survey carried out in 440 districts across India, which highlights that 1/5 of the India's groundwater is having the uranium as well as fluoride of the maximum permissible limit. And if we consider uranium only, it is in 1/3 of the Punjab district that is very high of the contaminated limits. So these type of harmful materials are getting increased in these water bodies that used to feed the generations of India, and nowadays they are becoming a very invisible health tragedy. If I talk about the agriculture sectors, the water which is going into the agriculture farm fields, this groundwater is also creating a crop issues or the drought issues, because 1/3 of India's agricultural land is under drought, and 50 billion, the big 50 billion exports of India, agricultural exports of India into the different parts of the world is also getting affected because of it. The problem is not of the quality of the crops in agriculture sector, but also of the quantity, and both are getting affected because of the poor agricultural practices, the chemical overuse, and as well as this contaminated water that is going inside into the farm fields. And there is nothing that we cannot say that there is no solution. Solution is still there. We need a nationwide groundwater monitoring system so that people must be knowing what they are drinking. The rich households are already having reverse osmosis equipments as well as some watered waters, but what the poor are having, they are having nothing, and they are still using this groundwater. Even this contaminated water is also coming from these tube wells. So we need a nationwide groundwater monitoring system. The second is the industrial monitoring. The untreated sewage water or the waste is coming out of this industry, is going into the rivers, and from rivers into the farm fields, and farm fields the crops are getting affected. The third is we need some better planning of our cities and as well as of the villages. The recent Jal Jeevan mission was a very great success, and it has provided 80% of India's population with safe drinking water. But this is not just we need more and more holistic approach from the people and as well as from the system. So this invisible crisis that is draining out of India's wealth, and as well as provide the large health crisis to India's workforce, which is currently India's strength, should not be there. And this large workforce of India, for which India proud nowadays, because we are having a largest working population of young people, is getting affected because of this health crisis and as well as this economic calamity. And we will not want this to happen. Thank you.